2020 vision. This is the year 2020. That's the theme God gave us last summer for summer 2020. At first, we'd use the term perfect vision for 2020, but we realized that's really not what 2020 vision truly means. You see, physically speaking, 2020 vision is as good as vision is supposed to be for a human being. We humans are capable of 2020 vision, but spiritually, the truth is we can't see everything just like we can't see everything physically. Our vision often falls short. But another truth we were shown this summer is that God has perfect vision. His vision is absolutely perfect.
We had a plan, a staff, everything set for a full summer camp. But we lost it. We made the tough but necessary call to cancel all summer camps. But thanks to the generous gifts God provided through our supporters, we began exploring a new plan. We began to seek God's vision for this summer. But we couldn't do it alone, so we brought in reinforcements, a team of leaders to help us find a way forward with the new vision.
We arrived with no clue what we were doing when we got here. We started from scratch, a blank slate, a clean canvas, ready for us to create something entirely new. In our planning, we had one question that dominated the discussion. How do we continue to build relationships for eternal impact? And that's where the idea of LFR in the City began.
What if we could take some of the fun stuff of camp to our churches? What if we could give them crafts, praise songs, games, Bible studies, all the fun things that campers expect when they come to summer camp? But what if we could send counselors? What if the one-on-one ministry that Lake Forest is known for could continue despite the crazy world we now live in?
So that became our plan. We prayed and asked our friends to join us, shared the vision with them, and began to craft a new program that we could take anywhere. Weeks and weeks of hard work flew by as we approached the first camp, and soon our friends arrived, the people that we would trust to lead. We brought them in on the idea and asked for their help to cast the vision to the teams they would lead.
And the Lord's plan began to take shape. We trained, we studied, we prepared, and we prayed. Prayed constantly that the Lord would provide and protect these teams. Before long, we had 4 teams ready to go and a dozen churches ready to receive them.
LFR in the City began, and it was a huge success. Kids all across the South were hearing the gospel in Bible study, listening to their group leaders explain God's vision for their lives. Then they used their hands to connect those lessons in unique crafts, ran around and played in all sorts of recreational activities, including the Lake Forest favorite, Gaga Ball.
So hang on to the light in your eyes and the feeling.
Kids camps would sing and dance together to sing praise to our King with some all-time favorite songs from past summers at LFR. The student camp would gather to worship with our band, listen to a camp speaker, and even experience a special LFR after dark. But if there's one thing that we wanted to ensure made it to the churches we traveled to, it was the one-on-ones. Every camper getting to both hear the gospel and experience Christ's love in an individual interaction with their counselor.
But at the home front of Lake Forest, ministry still continued. A new team of volunteers arrived at the camp eager to minister to the local Macon area. Summer staff members coordinated their efforts with our partners in the area to provide relief and blessings to families in our community thanks to our friends at the Life Center.
The work around the city was as simple as playing with local kids or as intense as painting an entire house. We even were able to put on a local LFR in the City camp. But the entire team worked to ensure that everything that they did was for the Lord. At the end of the day, the team at Lake Forest was extremely blessed by the opportunities we had to serve in the town of Macon.
And for our churches and friends all across the country unable to join us for a city camp, we prepared and produced an entire library of videos and online content. From videos from our amazing speakers to creative instructional videos, as well as some crazy news stories to show off the creativity of our beloved staff.
Despite all the craziness of this summer, Lake Forest even celebrated an important milestone: 70 years of ministry. Since 1950, Lake Forest has not gone one summer without pouring God's love out for kids all across the country, and that still hasn't changed. Through your support in God's grand vision, we saw over a dozen children come to know Jesus. Those kids' lives have been forever changed, and it wouldn't have been possible without God's perfect vision.
Everyone's telling you to let go of what you're holding to. It's too late, too far. You're too small, it's too hard. But oh, maybe they don't know what you know, that you're not alone. So don't you be afraid of giants in your way. With God, you know that anything's possible. So step into the fight. He's right there by your side. The stones inside your head might be small, but watch the giants fall. Watch the giants fall. Ask and believe. You're gonna see the hand of God in every little thing. Ooh. So don't you be afraid of giants.